Smooth talk. Making sense of omitting that in reported advice. Hello, English learners. Today, we are diving deeper into the world of reported speech. Specifically, we are focusing on the interesting topic of omitting that in reported advice. Let's demystify the rules and sharpen your English skills together. When we give advice, we often use phrases like, you should, or I would, or it's best to. But when we want to tell someone else about the advice we've given or received, we switch to reported speech. For example, we might say, I told her she should start studying more. In English, it is common to use a that clause when reporting advice. For example, he suggested that she should take a vacation. But here's where it gets interesting. Sometimes we omit that, and the sentence still makes sense. This brings us to our next section. Yes, you heard right. In many cases, you can omit the word that in reported advice and the sentence is still perfectly correct. This is an informal style often used in conversation. For instance, the previous example can be rewritten as, he suggested she should take a vacation. Here's the fun part. The verb, suggest, is not always followed by should. This means we can make our sentences even more concise. So our sentence now becomes, he suggested she take a vacation. Isn't English flexible? Now, let's have a look at a few more examples. Original advice. You should drink more water. Reported advice with that. She told him that he should drink more water. Reported advice without that. She told him he should drink more water. Here's another one. Original advice. You need to finish your homework. Reported advice with that. I recommended that he finish his homework. Reported advice without that. I recommended he finish his homework. Remember, omitting that is more informal and conversational. If you're writing an academic paper or a formal letter, it's best to include that for clarity. And that's a wrap on today's lesson, omitting that in reported advice. As we've seen, English allows for a great deal of flexibility, letting you tailor your speech to be as formal or casual as the situation requires. I hope you found this video helpful in understanding when and how you can omit that from your reported advice. Remember, the key to mastering any language is practice, practice, practice. So keep practicing your reported speech, and soon it will become second nature. See you in our next English learning adventure.